Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream. I'm Dr. Das, curator of the Museum of ZZT, and I will be your tour guide today for a new start in 24 Hours to Go, the series in which we take a look at every 24 hours of ZZT game ever made. We are going to be starting a new contest today. We've got a big wheel filled with a whole lot of games on it. Our topic: we are done with violence. No more violence. Our topic is food. And I'm hoping for some better games than the last contest ended up just being pretty rough overall. But as from what I've looked at and scores and things, I think this is going to be a bit more promising. At the very least, there's only like one game that I'm just going to be like, ooh, I don't want to play that one live, which I think is helpful. But hello, welcome on in everybody. Happy ZZT Sunday to you all, to Marbles and Ellipses and Zin, and anyone else out there. The wheel, I like the wheel more than what I was doing previously, of just going down a list, because I didn't really have any other better options. But the wheel also has its downsides of, well, KKROS like DM'd me before the stream started and was like, hey, if my game comes up on the wheel, I won't be there for like an hour. And that I do think is a bit of an issue. I don't know what the best solution is there. Part of me just wants to just, set those ones aside. If the author is somebody who is likely to be around, and maybe just do those at a specific point, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Live on stream is probably not the best time to figure it out, so we should probably get going. Let's talk a bit about this contest here, real quick. This was held on March 25th, 2000. Long time ago. Is that a weekend, I would assume? They tend to be. That is a Saturday in the States, at least. Late March. I don't know when, Easter was that year. If that could have thrown things for a loop for anybody, better or worse, or spring break, or anything like that. But it got a good number of entries. There are 28 games in here to get through. Our host was GipFace, who won the previous contest with that must not kill game that we thought was kind of neat, if a bit repetitive. At the very least, it was something quite different. Got the judge's attention, so he continued the tradition of hosting the next one. Our judges for this are him, Chuck again, Knight, Dark Mage, and Kev San. Most excitingly of all, the original score page is preserved on the Internet Archive. It lists all the scores, it lists all the judges' comments, and it lists who said what and who gave what score. This is a known competition. There's nothing that we don't know here, thankfully. And thank goodness for that. We can talk a little bit more about the judging later. The Interactive Fantasies page has some interesting backstory on the judging process here, but I don't want to sit on this screen for far too long. That's boring. I want to get to a game. I want to see what this contest has to offer. 2000, Zin had just become a teen. In 2000... Did I become a teen? No. At the time of this contest, I was 11. And good news, everybody, I've got a game in here. So if you enjoy seeing my early disasters, there is going to be one on this wheel. And speaking of the wheel, let's get that on screen. That's a wheel. Close enough. I was hoping to do a variant of wheel, at least, but I kind of ran out of time when I discovered some horrible bugs with my spreadsheet at the last minute, keeping track of all the scores and things. But here we are. Look what we got. We got Food Man, we got Iron Chef ZZT, we got Dinner Time, Sandwich Quest. I see Gay Denny's. There's a lot on this wheel that could be good. I remember Iron Chef. This is also another thing. I remember this contest somewhat well. I don't want to act like I'm going to recognize all of these entries, but there are definitely a few names on here where I'm like, I do remember that one. Iron Chef ZZT is definitely one of them, and so I am excited for it. So let's see if we get it. We gotta see what we get. We gotta get going. I'm wasting too much time today. What will it be? COMIDA Dudes? Sandwich Quest, I think. It is Sandwich Quest. Yum. I didn't put the file. Wait. Did it truncate that? I had the file names attached to all of these. Maybe I pasted the wrong thing. Alright, the good news is I have other stuff much better prepared in advance today, so COMIDA Dudes. Look, it's not going to just say Spring 2000, 24 Hours of ZZT games. I don't know why that's the one's in all caps, but it is. Wait, it didn't save the file name either? What happened here? Once again, always a disaster. Okay, well, the spreadsheet has it. It's here. It's got oof in the file name. Let's play some ZZT already. COMIDA Dudes by oof on the Team Indigo. Spring 2000, 24 Hours of ZZT entry that looks more wintry with this weird kind of pine tree? Christmas tree? Path to a mountain? I'm not sure. We gotta figure this out. Oh. When this is the menu, you already gotta start worrying that he's not gonna have any time. Info. I decided to make an engine for this one. It isn't perfect since I only had 24 hours to make it, but it still works. It better. Make sure you aren't right next to something when you use fire string at it. It will vanish and might make the level non-playable. I can't wait to find out what fire string means. That could be anything. This is you. That's us. That's me. You are a COMIDA dude. COMIDA dudes are funny-looking characters that live in the village of COMIDA. Kind of a Stay Puft-looking dude. This is a Malin. Malins are evil creatures that live in the evil castle. In the past, wars were fought between the COMIDA dudes and the Malins. Alright, we've got a story. I don't see the food part yet, but there's still plenty of time. One night, you fell asleep when you were supposed to be guarding the village. The Malins took away all the trees. Oh, we're doing the ZZT sleep joke that everybody loves to do. You fell asleep standing up. Oh. With the trees gone, there was no food for the COMIDA dudes. Okay, we're on topic. If there were no trees there in the morning, they would surely kick you out of the village. Like a reverse Gorth's prank for anybody who remembers that one. In need of help, you went to see the wizard. You were never really friends with him, but he was your only hope, for you couldn't get them back by yourself. You told the wizard of your predicament. I see. You will have to get to the evil castle if you want your food back. Yes, however, I simply cannot go there alone. You are right. I will give you a power. It isn't the most powerful force in the world, but you can use it easily. It is called the fire string. Sometimes it may miss, and sometimes it will hit something you aren't aiming at, but it will give you a fighting chance against the Malins. Use it wisely, and return it to me when all is well. Oh. You suddenly feel more energy and power within you. You are ready to return the food to your village. Thank you for your help. You are quite welcome. Do you know how to get to the evil castle? I love that it is just evil castle. Yes. Go through north, through the forest. Alright, our character's not a dummy, only we are. You should go outside and practice your new ability. Got it. Alright, let's see what this fire... Oh, I was expecting it to, like, have an object following the player. that we'd like touch and throw some fire out or something. This is okay. We're in a little box in the corner. Alright. West, east, north, south, shift plus direction, fire, string. 5,000 ammo. You move around. We're gonna shoot thanks to that player glowing down there. Oh! That's kind of neat. And it's warning me not to do it at point blank range because it just will let me like destroy anything and everything. Well, why didn't you just check if the object was blocked in that direction first? That seems like a weird oversight, but okay. Let's shoot this thing from a comfortable distance. You knock away the obstacle. Yep, obstacle down. You passed. I didn't realize it was a test. So already, I'm getting vibes of a ZZT game that I made in 2001 that kind of played like this. In the sense that you were steering a robot around instead. I wonder if this was inspired by it. I don't remember this one. But I wonder if I was influenced at the time. Or subconsciously or not. I would like to see someday. Who knows? Okay, now we're probably going to get some action. We gotta fight the Malins. Alright, and since we're not using bullets, it doesn't really matter if these guys shoot each other because they don't need to react to being shot. But wait, what do they react to exactly? I think this is going to be one of those games. They don't seem to be dying, which is a bit worrying. I'm wondering if this is one of those games where if one of these guys just happens to be locked in a direction and I fire in the appropriate direction, if it'll count as a hit even though they're a mile away. But so far, they're not dying. We're gonna have to... Oh, okay, we did get one. I wonder why that one got caught. There's no feedback on it if they just take multiple hits. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it seems like we don't want to hit them directly, we want them to be on the side? This is kind of curious. Also, defeating all the enemies didn't open the exit, so do we just leave? Yeah, we just leave. Okay. I passed. And this is a pretty fun concept. Completely different weapon from normal. And the engine so far seems to be holding up. We get to do cool things like shoot a log really hard and make it fall into the river perfectly. Alright, we've made a bridge. The cookie cutter trees here are looking nice. I think this is still going to be before any external editors are available. I think that's going to happen later in 2000. It might be 2001. And I know at least one of the early contests did ban them to prevent people from getting an advantage by using the thing that everybody has access to. But sometimes you don't want to learn how to use GevEdit. Log? Oh, ooh! Look at that. We've got death. It went behind the tree. And then it very conveniently curved exactly where we needed to go. We're very good with this fire string. I don't know why... Ah, well... Hang on. Well... We broke it. Have I been saving? I feel like I haven't been saving. I've been saving. We're fine. Oh, that's right. I could just erase them like... Well, not in that direction. But yes, I can just point blank. I might erase an object. There's got to be something here. Oh, I think maybe I did need to push it a second time, but I can't push it up? Because up is apparently broken on this board? Oh, that time I was point blank and destroyed it. Yeah, you can see... There's a reason why this kind of engine doesn't get used very often. It adds a lot of fragility that you can't quite accommodate for. So, shoot that. Goes there. I mean, that's where it's gotta go. Up didn't work, but if I shoot to the side here, will that still activate it? Okay, good. Alright, so this is a game about using fire to not kick logs into the river. I passed. We got there. It is possible. Don't give up. Oh, the fortress. Well, I passed all right. I had my mic muted because I was drinking water during that, and then suddenly I just vanished from existence, and the game said you win. So this is what I'm talking about. Because it's very difficult to detect what is actually blocking things. I think one of the Malins bullets probably triggered the exit. That's my guess at a glance. Okay, we're making good progress then. It's not a ZZT engine if you don't have to like go out of your way to accommodate it. So the other ones have been dying from the side just fine. What if I try vertically for you? Alright, well, fine. Oh. There is an exit passage, though. Again. Can't actually do anything. I mean, I can run around the walls a bit. But I don't know what good that's gonna do. I don't... It says, well, 18 objects. That's gonna be 4 for the shooting, 4 for the arrows, 3 for the passage player, and the guy we're steering. There's more stuff. But I think the correct thing to do here is... free ourselves. But already, though, this is a lovely start. This is something different. And it's got effort. Might not be perfectly executed, but for the most part, it's stable. Oh, well, okay, I spoke too soon. We're getting science trivia? What is the property of matter whereby it remains at rest or continues in uniform motion unless acted upon by some outside force? Going to be momentum or inertia here? The fact that it says property of matter makes me immediately assume we're talking Bill Nye. And we all know that inertia is a property of matter. Good. What is the 100,000th digit in pi? Now I gotta frickin' count. I can't track that in my head very well. 3.141592. Does that even enough digits? Tenths, 100,000s, 10,000s. Yeah, 9. Like all children in the 90s, I stared at a calculator enough. 9 is correct, okay. So far, the homework has been accurate, which is nice. Who's the son of Eric the Red? I really hope it. I mean, it might be the 100,000th digit, coincidentally. But I think we are just getting, you know, early high school curriculum here. This should be Leif Erikson, right? Well, none of the others sound like they make any sense, so I would assume. And who wrote the Sherlock Holmes series? Mr. Doyle. Great. Alright, so, you know, sometimes we push logs into things, sometimes we fight guys, sometimes we talk about works of literature. Game's got some good variety. Oh. I don't think... Did I always have 15 health? I haven't been paying any attention to my health. But I just... Well, okay, the water's gonna make this a challenge. This doesn't seem like this is a suitable tool to cross. Yeah. Oh, I guess I can, like, shoot right? Also, as we saw with Freak the Cat the other day, we are trapped in a box, so normally you can't save in the middle of these screens. You would have to wait until the player is freed. Yeah, this doesn't seem any better. I mean, I guess... Am I supposed to just slowly approach? Ah. I know I can technically destroy them at point-blank range. You know, play the game on its own merits here. Okay, well. New strategy. They can't shoot me at point blank range. I'm fine. Oh god, they can still shoot me when I run away from it, though. Okay, this board is a bust. Even more than I imagine the judges probably aren't going to be fans of the trivia. Who passed? Are we supposed to synchronize these objects? What do I do with my fire? I have no idea if what I did was what I was supposed to do there or not. Okay, so I was supposed to... It seems like it was shoot the back target and the one in front was like a shield, but the only way to do that is to break through the wall that disappears anyway? I'm not sure... Contact. Okay, that doesn't help what they were going for there exactly. Food. We're on topic. A fruit from one of the trees. You are on the right track. Fast. I'm glad I got that health refill. You will be given 2 sets of 3 math problems. Hey, oof. Nobody's gonna want to do this. But okay, what are we asking here? You will have to solve each to get two 3-digit numbers. I'm struggling with my reading today. For example, one might be 7 minus 6 x2 plus 3 equals question mark. The answer would be 5. Order of operation is not used here. Just do the problems from left to right. Okay, so do math wrong. Hence, you may want to write the problems down, then solve them. Press enter for number 1. Okay, so that's not x as in algebra. That is x as in multiply. I was a bit confused with that formatting. Okay, what do we gotta do then? Oh! I see what you mean by writing it down. Why are you presenting it like this? I really hope it loops. Hey, wow. Okay. The judges are not gonna like this. I'm not liking this now. Will it? Okay. It will kill me instantly for my insolence. This is gonna be some horrifying math. Hey, Darkman, you're just in time for me to awkwardly pause the game repeatedly to try and actually read the math problem that this game is asking me to solve. Which is what? What are we getting here? 4 times 2 plus 1 divided by 3 equals question mark. 8 minus 2 divided by 3 plus 7 equals question mark. 3 plus 2 divided by 5 plus 6. Okay, well, now that I've written these down, it's gonna get a lot easier, like you said. So 4 times 2, again, it's said to just go left to right and don't care about order of operations. So 8, 1 is 9, divided by 3 is 3. Again, 8 minus 2 is 6, divided by 3 is 2, plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 2 is 5, divided by 5 is 1. 1 plus 6, 7. East right, what? It looked like it said east right on the bottom, and I'm writing that down. Okay, time for more math problems. 6 plus 2 divided by 4. 6 plus 2 over 4. Plus 1. 7 minus 1 minus 2. Times 2. If it slowed down just a tiny bit, I think this would... It wouldn't be good, but like it would be something that you could just do on the fly. Maybe, you know. Maybe try and figure it out live for a challenge or something, but... I'm never a fan of puzzles where the solution is get a piece of paper. 9 minus 7 times 3 plus 3. I saved like an idiot in case I do. Sorry, are you not going to ask me for the digits? So now you made me write down math problems that don't even get solved. Uh-oh. Well, I still have my fire string. I should have done that from the start. What kind of child would choose doing math problems over just using fire to burn down the door? They're gonna pay for making me almost do math. Again, I still don't understand the logic of how you hit these guys. Okay, yeah, like that one got hit from the side, the other one got hit from a distance, head on. Alright, I found the trees. How do I advance? There's something here. Well, now there's not. I'm assuming the thing that I just destroyed was supposed to detect that I was there, and thus done with the level. I mean, the one benefit here is that you actually, in fact, do not need to use the cheat prompt. You can beat any level. It takes you hours to bring back all the trees. I wish we got to see that. But you are able to do it before everyone wakes up. You remember to give the wizard his powers back. By the time all the COMIDA dudes wake up, everything is back to normal. Because of the things you do in one night, your village will not starve. The end. Thanks for playing. Credits. Everything by Oof. Special thanks to GipFace for hosting. GipFace, Lemmer, Chuck, Knight, and R. Carmen for judging. All you people facing this screen for playing. No endgame. Alright. I think that was a nice start, though. Some clear issues here, but not the worst thing in the world by any means. Coherent, played start to finish. Kind of. Tried mixing it up a little. Used a kind of unique little engine. I think it's pretty solid, all things considered. Alright, well, that's me. What did the judges make of this one? Oof, SPR. What do the judges think? Probably could do some kind of crowd control stuff. It's one of those things where ZZT as a whole is too vague and varied to really determine what you would do with that, unless you want to do like something very game specific. Like, there's no reason you can't just spawn a tiger on the board right now or something. But yeah, let's see. What do the judges think here? Make this pop up, I hope. Alright, COMIDA dudes. GipFace says, sweet engine there. Nice puzzles. Except that your game reminded me of school. Math problems? What? And the part where a gazillion bullets fly at you made me forced to cheat. Dark Mage, 7.2. Dark Mage. Despite a few errors and a few minor annoyances, such as instant death when you solve a math problem incorrectly. Come on, Dark Mage, these were not difficult math problems. This has a really nice engine and has well thought out puzzles and scenarios. 7.5. Judge number 3, Kev-san, says, wow, that's the best programming I've seen in a long time. Possibly ever. You did an excellent job, Oof, and you should be proud. This will be the last time anyone ever rightfully calls you a newbie. It was also fun. Wow. Only a little buggy. 7.5 out of 10. Knight says, good engine. Could have been better, but still okay for a 24 Hours of ZZT game. Perfectly cromulent 5. And Chuck says, cute, but 6 out of 10. Overall, 8th place out of 28 with a 6.64 average. Not too shabby, Oof. Not too shabby indeed. Well, I guess, actually, this end credit scene makes it convenient. You'll notice that, you can't quite see it now, but the judges list on this credits board does not quite match up the names here. We don't see any scores from Lemmer or this R. Carmen, who I'm honestly completely unfamiliar with. I don't know who that is. Which is again surprising because I'm participating in this contest. I was there for this. But if we take a second and look again on the Interactive Fantasies 24 Hours of ZZT archive page, they got an interesting description for it. They say it had some good and decent entries, but most people will probably remember it for the complete judging drama that took place. First of all, Knight dropped out of the judging team because Blazer's entry insulted him and was off topic. Secondly, GipFace decided to kick Lemmer and Rory Carmen out of the judging team because their scores were biased. Lemmer gave out only a few 9s and a lot of 0s, for example. Dark Mage and Kevsan replaced them, and Knight returned. So we had a real shake-up with the judges. Knight left and came back, but already the cracks are beginning to form in this community-run event. Already people are just like, hey, wait a minute, I can give all my buddies the good scores and give everybody else a bad score, and then they can win the competition. But in this case, at least, it seemed like it was handled pretty well. The host wisely kicked those people out and managed to find replacements who did the job. And so we do have a full set of scores. We just have a second set of judges here, apparently. Alright. Good start, though. Let me go over to... this look nicer. Slightly nicer. The tier list for me, I think this was a really promising start. It's so easy when it's the first game. It's a solid B. B for buggy. But I did like that engine. I do think that's kind of a neat way of doing things. It was different. I think the 24 Hours of ZZT competitions are actually probably the best spot to do these kind of engines, because people are going to be inherently a lot more forgiving of the fact that they're not going to work flawlessly. Which is very funny, because if more time was spent, it still wouldn't work flawlessly. It would still just be beholden to the rules of ZZT. I think this one was good. I liked it. I had fun. Sorry about all the math. There will probably be more math. I think a B is a nice starting point for that. That being said, move on to the wheel. Gotta start doing these in separate windows, so I stopped just changing the formatting ever so slightly. Alright, let's spin this wheel and see what we get next. Ooh. Szechuan chicken. Let's see. Sounds tasty. Alright. Folks, we are already jumping to the contest winner. Spoil it now. We're gonna get right to it. We're gonna run out of all the good games immediately then, huh? I need to find the appropriate file name here. Oh, this is the very first one. That makes that easy. Oh, I gotta remember to change the deets on the right, though, because that's a new thing for me. Or Shrubbius obligatorius. Based on a true story by Myth, who has basically annihilated the competition in every one of these that she's entered. She won with Night Planet. She was robbed of winning with Empty Spaces. She's gonna win again. Check out this cool green ruffian. I think this might be a chicken. Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's unpause this and see if we got anything going on the title screen. Nope. That's fine. Straight to the point. Okay, it's already beautiful. Got it. This is... Okay, I touched that thing that was next to me because it was there. That's my useless first aid kit. Like, dude, you'd think that these idiots would realize that if you're on a lifeboat, what you need is food, not fucking band-aids. Nonetheless, I guess it could come in handy if I ever get hurt. I will not use that right now. Okay, I jumped past the intro by touching something while paused. Here's how we're supposed to start this one. Welcome, I guess. It's been like 2 weeks, I think, since the disaster. I call it the disaster because I can't think of anything better to call it. Really, I don't remember much. Just a lot of explosions and fires and people yelling and rushing towards the lifeboats. Hey, Kikaros, your game was like an inch away from getting picked. Maybe I really don't want to remember any of that. Alright, this game is cool as hell already. Yeah, 2 weeks. To tell you the truth, I can't be more exact than that. Like, I've been in and out of sleep so much that I've lost track of time. This is based on a true story, it says? It feels like 2 weeks, but I suppose that it could have been a lot longer. So anyway, about 5 minutes ago, there was this bump that woke me up. I opened up my eyes, looked outside of the raft, and found that I had landed on an island. It's got this really weird looking mountain in the middle, and I can't see anything growing anywhere. It's weird. There are these kind of cool looking metal bridges or platforms or whatever that go from the mountainish thingy out in all 4 directions. It's all kind of trippy, actually, is it? It's very fun seeing what ZZTers call trippy at any given moment. So now I guess I'm going to wake up and check out what's going on around here. Honestly though, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm really quite hungry. Like, I could eat a horse, if you take my drift. I haven't ate a thing since, well, a really long time. Even on the boat, I only ate if I could sneak into the galley at night. Sucks to be me, I guess. So yeah, I'm off. Anything beats sitting around in this damn boat. She is continuing to just go all in on the writing. She's also continuing to do the labeled board style like this, the central island text in the corner. That has been in like every single one of these entries. I'm noticing most of these paths are actually blocked off by purple doors. Quite literally. Dude, there's a box here. One of those old chest-like things. Looks like it was left here by pirates or something. Cool. So I open it, if that's okay with you, and I find inside some bullets. Nice. I guess these might come in handy if I happen to run into any sort of malicious malcontents or something. Real unlawful invisibles energy there. I like the labeling, honestly. I think it very much lets you know that it's her game specifically. The box remains cool, however it is now empty. Bummer. Good, no more treasure. Well, hang on. I was about to just go to the mountain. But it looks like we might... Oh no, that's just right in the way with that boulder. Okay, we're going up the mountain. Don't have a lot of other options here. Where the chicken lives, good. A book on a pedestal? Oh, there's our purple keys too, hang on. There's a lot going on here. But now I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I hear this magical voice. Hey, what's up, it says, like all calm and stuff. It's a really deep voice, like James Earl Jones almost, but slightly more, I don't know, sadistic? I don't trust myself to pull that voice off. Nothing much, replies I. Kinda hungry. Yeah, dude, I know, continues the voice. I don't even know this dude. But for some reason, he's already starting to get on my nerves. Where can I get some grub? You got an In-N-Out anywhere on this island? I say, being kind of facetious, in case you can't tell. Nope, no In-N-Out, says the voice. And I get a little bummed, even though I knew that there probably wasn't one to begin with. But hey, you like Szechuan chicken? Dude, I reply. Like, I worship the ground it's cooked on. Which I do. And now's the part where I feel this is very believable of a story. Love the stuff. It's like the nectar of the gods. Except it's not really very nectar-like. It's probably the Chinese dish of the gods, though. Cool, the magical voice says. Drawing out that vowel for what seems like another 2 weeks. Then there's this pause for a couple of seconds. And good old Jones continues. Well then, see that purple pedestal over there? I look over and see a purple pedestal. At first I nod, but then I realize that voices probably can't see very well, so I say yes out loud. Well, declares the voice, there's a huge heaping of delicious chicken a la szechuan on top of it. Suddenly, right then, I get this Morchiba song in my head. Ever heard Morchiba? No, sorry. Has anybody here heard Morchiba? Is this one of those? Am I the idiot? That's usually the case with music, but they're like trip hop, or whatever you want to call it. Cool stuff. I saw them on Conan once, then went out and bought their CD. The song I have in my head is Let Me See. Kick-ass song. I highly recommend it. Well, we've all got something to look up at the end of this stream if we're not familiar. Dude, says the voice, you still there? What? Comes out of my mouth, and I realize that I stopped paying attention like 5 minutes ago. Sorry, I was gone there for a second. You were saying? I said, says the voice, there's like a whole shitload of Szechuan chicken over there on the pedestal. I gaze over there and see the plate, not a book. All I can say is, dude, because like, in all its red, orange, and sticky glory, there's a fucking mountain of Szechuan chicken on top of snow white steamed rice. This is gonna make me so hungry. So I run over there, all excited. I can suddenly feel my stomach again. And saying, dude, Szechuan chicken kicks ass. And I can't help but agree. I am filled with almost sexual desire. Powerful writing. But then I stop. Not because I want to, but because I run into this wall, or at least it feels like a wall, but I can't see anything there. Stop. Well, that wasn't very booming. Stop, booms the voice. Dude, the chicken doesn't want you to eat it. What? Replies I. This dude is really quite a bastard. I said, booms the voice again, the chicken doesn't want you to eat it. But dude, says I, I'm hungry. Damn hungry. Deal. Like, famished, man. You gotta let me eat that chicken. This is incredible. No. I can't wait to see where this goes. Dude, pleads I. Maybe if you could convince the chicken that you're, like, worthy of eating it. Not just any Tom, Dick, or Harry can waltz in on my island and eat my Szechuan friend. Thought I was gonna say chicken. Thought wrong. Blah. Bastard. So exactly how does one convince the chicken? Well, the voice says, like it's chuckling under its breath. There's these 4 tasks around the island. You know those metal bridge thingies you saw on the way in here? Each one of those leads to one of them. The chicken will let you eat it if you go out there and perform those tasks. That's a pain in the ass, says I. Word, replies the voice. But tough beans. Life's a bitch and then you die. I put the keys for the quandaries over there in the corner. By the Cheerios! That a engine reference? Or not engine. Wait, was it engine? I'm blanking out on my Megazooks. You know the Cheerios. What Cheerios, says I, perking up. I would go for some Cheerios. Just pulling your chain, dude. Haven't you ever played Engine? See, I'm so glad that I don't need to have the references explained so much these days. What the hell is Engine? Dude, the voice says. Never mind. Bastard, mutters I under my breath. The Merchiba song comes back. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the song. I cannot sing this. Oh, let me see all the places that I could be. Still not recognizing that. I was not super musically inclined yet in 2000. No Cheerios, though, no. Okay. So, I mean, it's wordy, but it's worth it. And are these just normal keys? Okay. We'll just be running back in here time and time again. No, booms the voice. I hate this place. Okay. So we are restricted from that. I am curious about these things on the wall. Sea creature. Oh, these are probably symbols of our trials. There's like this bas-relief chiseling of a huge underwater sea creature here on the wall. Can't tell you exactly how I can tell that is a huge underwater sea creature, so just trust me on this one. It'll all make sense in the end. Maybe. What else we got? Sea creature. Oscar Mayer Wiener. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener. Really, dude, that's what I'd truly like to be. Because, like, if I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener, then everyone would be in love with me. This game rules. Myth can't miss, I swear. A buku. Damn ugly little things, those bukus. I don't know what that is. And a little girl with a lollipop. Kinda neat. That seems like it would be the easiest one to deal with. You got small child, buku, sea monster, and I already forget the other one. That's the sea monster up there. Well, then I guess I don't want to go that way first. Let's go south. I have no idea where I'm going. PC speaker fun. Okay. Got puzzles. Okay, so like, there's this hovering blue thing that looks like music or something like that. Not that I have any clue what it's supposed to mean. I just read tab. All that old Mozart 30-second note piano forte shit doesn't interest me at all. Just the same, I think I'll touch the thing. That seems like what you're supposed to do on this goddamn island. Oh! Right, the Oscar Mayer Wiener. It's clear to me why this won. Oh, are we doing the House of Blues puzzle with the Oscar Mayer Wiener theme? We're really breaking this song down. That's like the second one. Is it really like the one that I skipped? Wish I was that one alright? Okay, so yeah, it is just House of Blues, but now we've found a way to make it appeal to the ZZT community of the year 2000. I feel like the transporters are a misstep, though, because they do clip the music. Yeah, like, we don't hear it if we're in a hurry like this. I'm gonna start saving here. There's no real reason to keep repeating this sequence. I just really want it to be this one all the time. You can also see that this puzzle isn't super great. Because I'm not going to remember what 9 distinct bits of the song are where. I'm just kind of going to brute force it here. Dang, the thing that I was like, oh yeah, this will be like the second one is actually going to be like number 7. Goody. What did that do? I have 8 flags set. South done. I hope that doesn't come to bite me in the butt. Actually, if I go in here, will the wall be lit up or something? Oh yeah, we have conquered the Oscar Mayer Wiener puzzle. Good game. Oh, actually, I do have to go back in here because I need more keys. So we're still keeping that backtracking. Out of curiosity, I mean, that's not why I want this. Does this say anything different? It's glowing white. Got it. This is not a contest to stream on an empty stomach. There's a med kit here too, so like, and bullets. So like, we can die. Something is going to try and hurt us. It's not all going to be Oscar Mayer wieners. Oh. I'm now in the western part of the island. I suppose that you probably want to know what everything looks like. I do, but there's a big pop-up window covering it. So like, there's this winding pathway of sand that leads around a little pool that has these little pointy things sticking up out of it. They're probably bad and dangerous. Beats me though. Also, on the other side of the island, there's this big serpentine head sticking out of the sand. It's rather frightening, actually. Oh, it looks so cool. Ah, the eel-infested waters. Understood. So is that not the chicken on the title screen, then? We're seeing our green clubs. Oh, there's a plant here. It's got a little tag on it that says Shrubbius obligatorius. Common name, obligatory shrubbery. Good. Someone gets it. Someone understands. I guess this is where we go. There's a rumbly in my tumbly. Damn it all. So I go into that serpent thingy's mouth, thinking it'll be all cool. Like maybe I'll find treasure, like in the Disney movie with the guy from Full House. Don't remember what it was called, but you catch my drift. What? Does anybody know? There's Pinocchio and a whale. Instead, I have a harrowing journey down the damn thing's esophagus, bumping and bruising all the way down. Suck, suck, suck. So now I guess I'm in its stomach or something. There are these pools of acid everywhere, and what look to be little pieces of undigested food blocking the sphincter, leading to the intestinal tract. Huh, heh, I says inside of myself. Sphincter. This game has captured an atmosphere. That Wagner was Steve Hale on Full House, and also voiced Aladdin from the Disney. Oh. Does Aladdin get eaten? I don't remember Aladdin getting eaten. I haven't seen Aladdin since it was in theaters, to be fair, I don't think. Anyway, about that sphincter. Suddenly, the voice says, "How is the one and only Wayne's World reference in the game? I promise." Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Cave of Wonders would count. And I reply, hells yeah. Oh, and sorry about this slider puzzle. What slider puzzle? Don't worry your little brain about it, dude, replies the voice. Then it starts inexplicably, like right out of the blue, to laugh maniacally. What a bastard. The characters here are fantastic. This rules. I'm saying that before I solve a slider puzzle, where I'm gonna not say that anymore. Like bones, man. Did a fantastic job of making a slider puzzle feel gross also. Let me double up on my saves here. What level of slider puzzle are we dealing with? You had 24 hours, so like it's probably not the worst. But that doesn't mean that I'll be able to solve it. On account of me. Oh, hang on, wait. Okay, I think 24 hours may have been not a huge amount of time. Actually, wait, we just want to go this way. Oh, wait. Wait, no, I think I'm still... Oh yeah, I am good. Wow. Oh, my brain could handle it. Incredible. Maltodextrin. From corn. You don't say. The ping pong path digestive tract, huh? Okay, I am gonna take damage here, and it's gonna be pretty arbitrary. I am just gonna have to run through these and hope. Oh wait, are these not... Are these actually objects and not spinning guns? I'm realizing they're... Let me shut off the blinking for a second. No, they are kind of decent. Well, maybe not. I genuinely can't tell if these are spinning guns or if they're objects faking being spinning guns. I think they're spinning guns. Just because I'm not seeing like a gap here, really. Yeah, it's very inconsistent, so I think they gotta be guns. But using blinking like this would be very good if they weren't. You had to kind of, you know, pay attention to find a gap. I was able to get a gap there. Oh, I took a lot more damage than I thought I did there. Wait, when did I get... I really got down to 10 health. Okay. This should be doable. Should be. Oh, if I hit right instead of up again. Come on. It can be done. There. See? Surely there's going to be no more danger. See, I don't like imagining what I'm doing right now. And, you know, it's not all fake walls. Some of this is some very legit blockage. Oh, no. Well, what's going to happen here? Because I only have 10 ammo. Unless there was supposed to be more on, like, the previous board. Was there anything I could have done about that? Okay, I was supposed to outrun it. And I just did a very bad job of that. And we're here. And again, we've got 9 flags. But also, depending on how it handles this, we might still get away with it even if we run out of flags, because we always have to go back to this board. So if we no longer need the flags for, like, the Oscar Mayer Wiener and the sea monster, now that we've been in that room, it should still work. Alright, so we've got The little girl. And what was the other one? Already forget. We'll try this way. Ah, yes, the bukus. So I walk across the bridge, right? And I come to this little bit of sandy land that looks out across a bit of water to two other islands. On the northish island, there's this huge monster. A scary monster. It may look cute, at least the way you see it. But trust me, dude, the thing is ghastly, grotesquely frightening. I damn near euphemismed in my pants when I first saw it. This game is just poetry, all the way down. Then down on the southish island, there are these almost cute-looking little furry things. Let's call them bukus, just because I think that sounds cool. So yeah, the bukus over there, peacefully playing amongst themselves, apparently unaware of the very scary monster to the north. Seems like a cool little symbiosis. I heard that word in my biology class. Not sure if I'm spelling it right. To me, so I don't think I'm going to mess around with it. But now, okay. The voice booms its big ass in again and says, "Hey dude." I say back, "Hey yourself." I'm a little bit pissed right now for some reason, in case you can't tell. "Don't get pissy at me, sonny boy," says the voice. "Listen closely. See that scary monster up there? He's really hungry." "Like me?" interrupts I. "Yeah, shut up. So he needs someone to feed him, because if you don't feed scary monsters, then they don't sleep. And if scary monsters don't sleep, then they get irritable. And dude, trust me, irritable, scary monsters are not fun to have around." "Well, yeah," says I. What a jackass. Does the voice think I'm stupid or something? "So," continues the voice, "your job is to take this club." Spontaneously, a club materializes in the air, like something out of Star Trek. I miss Star Trek. Next Generation rules all. Too bad Voyager sucks so bad. I could pull better writing out of my... Wait, the voice is still talking. "And feed each of the bukus to the scary monster. Got it?" "But dude," says I, "like clubbing furry creatures is not my thing. Honest truth is that I'm a pacifist." Or something like that. "Too bad for you," retorts the voice. "It's club the bukus or no Szechuan chicken. Your choice." "Damn you," mutters I under my breath. Yeah, sorry, Snorv. You're missing out on the hot Star Trek takes of 26 years ago. Quite the wordy game, though, for sure. Alright, this must be another shrubbery. I'm bad at clubbing these things. Goodness. Oh. I clubbed this buku pretty damn good. Ah, okay, we're pushing and pulling. I'll just drag it with me. Oh. Don't mind me. The sound design really enhances this experience. Yuck, says the scary mom. Oh, okay, it doesn't like me. Give it a shove. Yum, says the scary monster. This is gonna be kind of tedious. Especially since, no. Drag it, drop it, shove it. Yeah, this part's gonna take a minute. Two of them seem to have gotten stuck. I guess there's nothing stopping me from dragging multiple. Other than it's probably, yeah. Drag, also drag. Hang on, it's actually not going to be quite as tedious. And we can't actually get stuck because we can shove them. Let go. Let go. Shove. Still a little awkward, but... Me likey, says the scary monster. Delicious. I love that it's getting, like, unique dialogue lines every single time. Alright, bad news, Bukus. I don't trust myself to get 4 of these following me well. Yeah, even 3 is a bit much. Let go. Shove. Shove. No comment? Oh, okay. It just took a second. Almost full. One more. Are we gonna regret that we clubbed a bunch of Bukus and fed them to a scary monster? Oh, have they been getting bigger too? I didn't even notice. Ah, says the scary monster. I think I've had enough. Finally, I can get some sleep. That's incredible. Alright, we've hit the flag limit, though. So I'm worried the game is gonna break. Alright, so last one is the little girl. And what her deal is, I have no idea. How much more of this we got? It's getting to be break time. Oh, wow. I wonder how many of those boards are toolkits. I might actually just run the break mid this game. Oh my goodness. Oh, what we got here with some cards. 10 through ace. What we got? Well, I guess this is probably the little girl and her lollipop? No, I touched the other thing, and this is the little girl. And in case you can't tell, she's crying. She's crying so much there's like a puddle forming on the ground under her. Her eyes are all red and swollen and stuff. So, hey little dude, says I, trying to be consoling. People have always told me I'm good with kids. Or at least, that's how I like to think of myself. What's up? Why are you crying? I want a lollipop, she answers, looking up into my eyes with this sort of defiant look. It's a little unnerving, to tell you the truth. I want a lollipop, repeats she, and that statue won't give it to me. Just then I notice the huge statue standing over us. Creepy thing, that statue. You probably don't believe me, but I swear that thing is alive. Even though it's all made of stone and stuff. Like, it feels like it's alive. This whole situation is starting to give me the chills. Dude, says I simply. Because like I mentioned, I'm getting the chills a little bit here. Suddenly, for some strange inexplicable reason, I start thinking about French art. Like, the shitty stuff that came after the Renaissance, and before Monet and friends. The romantic stuff, that is. God, I hate French romantic art. That one dude, Delacroix in particular. How does anyone get away with painting that sort of shit? Then the girl tugs on my arm. Can you help me? That lollipop is the only thing I want. If I had that lollipop, I would be happy. And then she looks up at me with those tear-filled puppy dog eyes, like we're in a movie or something. I'm all ready to help her, but then I realize that I've got problems of my own with which I must deal. So I says, okay kid, I'll help you. But first you've got to tell me how to get the Szechuan chicken. You want the Szechuan chicken? Replies the small child. She's stopped crying now. I used to want the Szechuan chicken. Now I'm really curious. Some interesting shit is going down here, it seems. So I press on farther. Well then, what's your story with the chicken? It's hard to resist, she replies. When you're hungry, it's perfect. Spicy but sweet. Exciting but practical. Just what I was looking for in the perfect food. Now she's all serious and stuff. Serious and slightly pretentious. I mean, I'm finding this game to be an incredible experience. She has done it again. It's wild to me that she is making these in 24 hours and they are coming out like this good. This consistently. Did she just not sleep? I don't know. I don't know what her secret is. But it is incredible. But the chicken didn't want me to eat it. I know that story, sister. So I gave up. No use engaging in ultimately futile and self-defeating pursuits. I'm swimming in vocabulary here. Damn. There's also been like 30 little phrases like that I feel are like, you know, I'm always trying to pick some funny quote for the VODs to put in the title, and there are so many options in this game, it's absurd. Now, she adds, all I want is that lollipop. Why? Lollipops give instant happiness, my shipwrecked colleague. And through my many years of experience and lifelong study of philosophies throughout the world, I have discovered that, in the end, happiness is all that matters. Damn pretentious kid. Then again, thinks I, who am I to judge? Isn't it like, judge not, or else you'll also be judged, or something like that? Damn it, now I'm starting to sound all pretentious too. Shut up. Anyway, I decide to help the kid. Fine. What can I do to help you? I need a crowbar, says the little girl, to pry the lollipop from the hands of the statue. Suddenly, that damn voice kicks in. Eh? Crowbar? Like, how much more cliche could it get? Shut up, yells I. The kid wants a crowbar, so I'm going to get her a crowbar. Just 100 good lines. One after the other. See here a red lollipop? It's got these tripped out blue and neon yellow swirls, though I suppose you can't see that from where you are. Sucks to be you, eh? There's a portion of this describing the chicken that I would like to read to a writer's Discord I belong to, because I mean, yeah, like, it's peak. I have no idea what the playing cards are all about yet. I'm saving compulsively. Because we have hit the flag limit. I was gonna safety save. Go all the way back to 1. The hum of the amazing Echoplex Shrine. So I look down on the ground, and sitting right there is this crisp, brand new $27 bill. Dude, I say out loud, this must be my lucky day or something. But then I remember all the other weird shit that has gone down today, and I totally rescind that statement. All the same, I take the bill. Actually, I'll tell you what, we've been going for almost 90 minutes straight here. I'm gonna run my break just right now, before we get too deep into whatever the heck we're doing here with our $27 bill and then some. And in fact, no, it didn't set a flag because all the inside boards are one board. So I think we might get away with all this. But I need to refill my water. As you may have noticed, there's a lot of reading in this one. So I'm going to do that. We'll be back in a few minutes. And I can't wait to see where this goes, honestly. Stick around. I'll be right back. I'm hoping the flag limit holds. But, you know, we'll work around it if it doesn't. Alright, I'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. I am excited to see where this is going. Still. That came out funny. So we found a $27 bill. Is this going to be like a little trade quest? I guess. I feel like the queen, the next room after this one, looks like a store. So maybe I buy something? But we shall see. Maybe I buy a crowbar. So then I go up to this dude who happens to be sitting in the corner of this little green building. He's got this head of long hair that makes him look like a damn tree-hugging hippie. And he's playing a guitar, like a cheap-ass guitar with worn-out strings. Dude, I tell him, you need a new guitar. And the guy doesn't even look up from his guitar playing when he replies, go to hell. I'm the nebulous enigma, and I'll do whatever the hell I please. The nebulous enigma? What the hell is that supposed to mean? The guy still doesn't look up. It means, says he, that no one understands me. Okay, cool, I guess. Look, dude, do you have a crowbar that I could jack for a few seconds? No one understands me, says the guy, still looking intently at his guitar, because I am the only one who the chicken szechuan wants to eat it. This statement causes me to pause, and I consider the veracity of his statement by uttering a "buh?" Why was she doing a better job in 24 hours than most ZZTers were doing with, like, 2 years? I don't get it. How is she so good at this? And then the dude looks up and says, yeah, that's right. The Szechuan chicken wants me to eat it. So I get impatient. Maybe I'm being close-minded about this. But dude, I only had one thing on my mind at that point. So why don't you eat it, damn it? The guy shrugs and goes back to his guitar. Dunno, is all he says. Again, I stop to consider. Did we lose a word there? I don't know if I should be, like, really angry at this guy. Or maybe I should feel sorry for him, or what? God, my life sucks. You know what I mean. Everyone's been in a situation like this sometime in their lives. But then I decide I don't have time for this sort of hippie insight shit. Look, dude, I don't care if Uzbekistan wants you to eat it. You got a crowbar or not? Of course I have a crowbar. I am the nebulous enigma. Yeah, of course, bastard. But, he continues, I'm not just giving it away. In exchange, I request only this. A killer whale named Horatio. Okay, dude, done, replies I. Okay. Time to find a killer whale named Horatio. I feel like the proper experience is going left to right, but like, again, the puzzle solver in me feels like, no. Clearly King is where we're going to find that whale with the little alpha character there. But again, this could be the crowbar store. Who knows? Maybe all these people have crowbars, and it's a matter of finding out whose we can actually get. Now there's this dude in a white uniform standing behind a cyan counter. There's a badge on his uniform that reads, I'm the map guy. I admire this man for his straightforwardness. Like, no one else on this island is even half as straightforward. Probably not even me. So I ask the guy for a map. Why are you looking for Horatio at the crowbar? You know, I'm at crowbar store. A map of what? He asks helpfully. Ireland. And the guy turns around to the shelf behind him and grabs a little folded piece of paper. Here you are, he says. That will be $27. Uh-oh. Did we make a mistake? So I get the money from my pocket and give it to the map guy. Here, says I, consumer-like, a $27 bill. The map guy grabs it quickly and then hands me my map. Thanks for shopping. Heyo. Is this Horatio? Well, this guy. I mean, it could be either, who knows? Hey, I say to the dude guy. Hey, replies the dude guy. What's up? Questions I. No mucho, replies he. What you got there? I ask him, pointing to the large aquatic mammal sitting in the east portion of the small building. That's a large aquatic mammal, he says. It's sitting in the east portion of the building. Rock, says I. What kind of aquatic mammal is it? It's a killer whale. Cool. And its name? Horatio. Dope ass. Mind if I take it off your hands? Nah, not really, replies the dude guy. Well, that was easy. Then suddenly I feel bad. The dude guy seems like he's pretty attached to Horatio. You can't tell it from the conversation, though. It's all in the look in his eyes, all sad-like. Listen, dude guy, I want your whale, but I can't just, take it. I gotta give you something in return. How about a map of Ireland? That'd be cool, says the dude guy. So I pull out the map and give it to the dude, and he says, wow, now finally I'll be able to find my way around Ireland. Such fun! The killer whale is yours. So one thing I am noticing in here, is our little line breaks. Right here we've got these extra ones, and it was like that with the last guy too. So it's definitely checking. I feel like this part of the conversation always happens, and you do just have, if you went in here first, no context for why you would need Horatio or knowing that you can get a map of Ireland, I think you would go in here, have this conversation, still suggest, I would like, how about a map of Ireland for your whale that I don't know why I need. And I think you'd still get a weirdly similar experience regardless of the order you do this in. But it seems like if we go left to right, I think we're getting this in a more proper order. It's neat. I'm kind of curious what other dialogue might be here if you do things differently. Anywho. Where were we? Ahem. Sweet ass, says I. Then I go over and put that killer whale named Horatio into my pocket. So then what's this last one for? Also, it looked like there was is this a clue? There's ammo outside here that's dark gray. If there's invisible ammo here, it's gonna blow my mind. Oh my god. That's a secret, baby. That's how you do a secret. Alright. I don't know why I would need to talk to you now, because I think it should just be, here's Horatio, give me crowbar, but what's this last person all about? I couldn't tell you why, but Miles Davis is standing in this room. Hi, he says. Hello, you might need this, says Miles Davis, and he hands me the cyan thing that looks like the letter A with 2 dots over this. What is this? Asks me. Like some sort of Norwegian good luck charm? No, replies Miles calmly. Then Miles smiles. Alright. It's ammo, man. Oh. What are we gonna need ammo for? You were the one who wanted Horatio? Yeah, because we are just jumping right back to the very beginning of this conversation. Better a buh. Change our minds. Done, dude, replies I. 3 line breaks because we're jumping in the code. So I pull the killer whale out of my pocket. Here you go, says I. Thanks, replies the nebulous enigma. Then he produces a crowbar and lets me have it. Oh no, we're dead. That previous... Dang it, Myth! That previous statement could possibly interpret it in, like, some kind of dirty way. Oh, no, that's not the way I was interpreting it. Please disregard any such interpretations, or something. Let us just say that I got my crowbar. Damn it. Alright. God, imagine if this was the first puzzle. I'm really glad this one ended up being the last, because I think this is the most incredible thing here in this game. Because again, it is just writing. It's all the best parts. So, now that I have the crowbar, I'm trying to get this damn lollipop out of the hands of old Happy Statue here. And for a while, it won't budge. Like I said, the thing feels like it's alive. Like it's got issues with me or something. But I keep prying for a few minutes, and I guess eventually the mineral dude gives up and decides it's just not worth it. Score 1 for your narrator. And now... Oh, going too far. So I hand the lollipop to the little girl. And right there, she starts, like, feasting on the thing, like it's a damn 7-course meal. And the kid doesn't even thank me, or anything. It's okay, says the voice, in this kind of conciliatory voice. You did your part. And then I get this good feeling. Maybe it is better not to judge. Oh well. We overwrote E done. And we started with, yeah, so even if you start with the Oscar Mayer Wiener puzzle, I'm gonna be so sad if this breaks. Again, like, it's easy to work around it, but you know. Don't want the judges to be upset. All 4 things are lit, so it might not care. It's all a matter of how she did her code, and honestly, this working would be like more of a funny coincidence than an intentional decision, but we shall see any second now. If I can approach the chicken on the plate. Not like this. What do we got clear? We want clear F2. How about F2? And E done? Yeah, okay. Dang. I wonder if there's a way to clear those? I mean, we'll see if the judges complain of bugs. As I enter the cave, the voice booms out. Okay, well, way to go, dude. You accomplished all 4 tasks, which means you get the Szechuan chicken. Just enter that blinking passage there, and you'll get what's coming. How ominous is all I can think. But I'm pretty damn hungry, as always. And what else have I got to do? Sure enough. Blinking passage. Yummy chicken. Oh no! It's attacking me. Oh god. It killed me instantly because I had no health left from the sea monster. So I step through the passage right and I'm immediately dead. Suddenly the Szechuan chicken starts getting bigger and bigger until it covers the entire pedestal, then overflows onto the ground. Pretty soon it's all over the place, big and gurgling, and it's attacking me. The cave falls in on itself and I don't have any escape. I hear a voice. Not James Earl Jones, but something else entirely. I can only guess that's the Szechuan chicken talking. So, it says, You think you can eat the Szechuan chicken? Well, think again. Then the thing starts spewing its peppers and dangerous spices at me in large, threatening chunks. To you, they probably look like bullets or stars or something, but trust me, it's a really specific Szechuan attack. I aspire to create something as good as this. James Earl Jones chimes in with, boy, I sure hope you found ammo, or else you're pretty damn screwed. Oh, there was a med kit actually outside. I don't actually need to cheat for health. That one's on me. I should have... I just wasn't sure if I would need health for later. But I guess if I was one hit away from death, I should have just used it right then and there. That's on me for not paying attention. No kidding, says I. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Kick the Szechuan's ass before it well, about that. About that. Let's see how much health it gives us. If it resets us to 100 or if it's a flat amount. Or I'm very curious now. Free 100 health. Oh, so that means there was no maximum, and there was no reason to even hold on to it. I should have just used it right from the beginning and ran around with 200 health. I see how it is. I don't know what the weak point is. Oh, I made something disappear, actually. These guys? Oh no, the heart. There. Of course. Ah! Powerful star attack. So then I hit the little thingy in the middle a couple of times, and the chicken stopped shooting at me. Now why did you have to go and do that? Asked the chicken. Now I'm all yucky and shot through and inedible. I snort. Dude, you were trying to kill me. I was dying there. What was I supposed to do? Sit back and let you run me over? I don't know. Suddenly the Szechuan chicken starts to cry. Like, dude, it's chicken, and it starts to cry. Pretty strange, I know. And I know you're having a hard time believing it, but it's 100% true. It's a true story, it said. All of it, I promise. The chicken goes on between sobs. I just wasn't ready to be eaten, damn it. So now suddenly I feel all bad and stuff because of what I did. I probably shouldn't feel bad. I'm hungry, damn it. And when you're hungry, eating is what you do. But I feel bad just the same. Screwed up, I know. Listen, says I didn't mean to hurt you. If you don't want to be eaten, I'll just be on my way. I can survive without you, I guess. The chicken doesn't say a word, and suddenly, for some reason, I don't feel as hungry anymore. Weird. Then James Earl Jones says something. Learned your lesson? And then, for some reason, I said yes. It is still trying to kill me. Okay, it stopped. The end. I guess I don't have anything else to tell you. And even I don't care what happened to me after all this, so I won't bore you with that story. So I guess this is goodbye. Thanks for tagging along. Later. Just like that. Credits, Understanding Syntax, Maggie Tallerman. Overpriced grocery shopping? Andronicos on Telegraph. Guitar strings? Earthwood. Headphones? Iowa Incorporated. Szechuan chicken? Or shrubbius obligatorius creation? Allison Parrish. Thanks to my understanding roommates Derek and Bryson. J.D. Salinger. Greets to GipFace, Lemmer, Chuck, Knight, and R. Carmen. Have fun judging! XF, Yen, Toucan, Gevzon, Lipid, Creator, etc., etc., etc. No, I'm not on crack. Oh, for a second I thought we were going to be 2 for 2 on games that don't give an endgame. Hey, that was incredible. That was phenomenal. That was just good. Good game. I don't even know where to start with that one, but wow. That was some of the most captivating writing I've seen in one of these games. And I'm also glad to see that Myth is capable of not just kicking ass at these contests with like sci-fi stuff, but also, yeah, I guess I would call this a trippy game. Really good work for 24 hours indeed. Like, best of the best here. It's all downhill from here. And I'm probably talking about more contests than just this one. I'm just really stunned by that one. What did the judges think? I say, fumbling around, trying to get to the part where I get to make the scores pop up. I mean, I already was up front. This is the winner. It's the preview image for a reason. Look at that green. Green everywhere. GipFace says, I completed the 4 quests. Now how do I get the chicken and beat the game? They hit the flag errors. A very nice entry with all the neato minigames, but the intestine part with the spinners was too annoying to me. I got killed 3 times for it. They don't care though. 8 out of 10. They understand the art. It's more than the spinners and the intestines and the flag issues. Dark Mage, 9 out of 10. Surprisingly enough, despite how perfect the graphics are, it's the writing that makes this game a winner. Myth perfectly handles the dialogue in an inner monologue of a sort of burnout, unlikely hero. Though it is a bit excessive at times, it all adds to the personality of the game. There's 3, Kevzon, gameplay galore. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Myth is a master of ZZT and it shows. Music, puzzles, and a wonderfully clever plot. The prose and language used is the tops. Hooray for the shrub and Myth. 9.4 out of 10. Knight says, luckily for Myth, Lemmer isn't judging. 10 out of 10. The first time somebody's given something a perfect score and I'm not like raising an eyebrow. I'm just like, no, that's valid. You can give this one a 10. Lemmer probably gave it a 0 just because from that being the only thing we know is that he gave a lot of things 0s. So probably. Especially since Knight's comment then is clearly written after being reinstated as a judge, which means, you know, after Lemmer was booted. So whether he did or not, I don't know, but I think everybody would assume that most games got a 0, which, okay, dude, seems like even if a replacement wasn't found for Lemmer, it's like, all right, well, if you're not going to take this remotely seriously, we'll just drop your scores and carry on with 4 judges. It would be fine. And then Chuck. Good old Chuck. Awesome. 9 out of 10. Overall, first place, 9.08 out of 10. The unbeatable game. Just absolutely phenomenal work. New favorite 24 Hours of ZZT game just dropped. It's the second time that I have said this, and the second time it was a Myth game. Which means it's probably not gonna shock you. This is not exactly a difficult process here. Just top-notch entry. Best of the best. We can make this a horrible chart of every 24 Hours of ZZT game, and I would put it right there right now. Nothing else comes close. The only things that come close are also hers. Well, that's probably not going to hold true. And also Night Planet, while quite good and an extremely strong start. It's weird to me that Night Planet is the one that I've heard so much about over the years as being like the incredible 24 Hours of ZZT game that's just like standalone release quality, because clearly not the only time she did that. Yeah, this is officially the easiest tier list yet. A nice promising start with COMIDA Dudes, and then a real masterpiece that's making me really want to get to lunch. So that's what I'm gonna do. We've got plenty more to go, though. And while I don't expect anything else to wow me on that level, I think there's gonna be some good stuff in here. Yeah, I know, and the worst part is, like, on Sundays I do these and then immediately eat lunch after. So, like, I am hungry. And Gates' schedule's been shifting a bit too, so now he's been off on Sundays lately, which hasn't been the case, so he's also starving out there. So, I gotta get going. We do need to eat. 2 games is not a lot for one stream, but we got 2 hours out of it. And again, we got 20-some more to go here. That is going to do it then for today. Fantastic start to this contest. Already just knocking the previous one out of the water, I feel. I'm looking forward to what else we might find in here. My game will not be as good as these ones, but maybe someone will find joy in it. Alright, let's see, what else we gotta talk about quick before I actually do get out of here. First and foremost, we'll get that raid going when it's raid time. Thank you all for watching today. Appreciate any support. If you enjoy the stream, please give it a follow. You can not miss the next delicious food game next week. In addition, we'll be back again on Friday. Worth pointing out, I don't really have an exact date for it, but this August is going to be the 10th anniversary of the Museum of ZZT launching. And so for the month of August, and actually starting with Friday, just because that's the 31st and it's good enough, I would like to do a series of just classic games, just showing off some good quality, notable ZZT worlds, beloved worlds, old and new. It is going to be a poll format, so if you want to join the Discord to vote on which games specifically get played, I've set up pairs for each Friday. Not this Friday, though. I'm making an exception for this one. Historical community significance, more or less. You'll see. I'll talk about it more on the Discord in the near future here. But that will be something to look forward to for basically all Fridays for the next month, and I think actually into September for the first week as well. I didn't want to delay 24 hours to go by just doing too much other stuff. I want to keep that progress going. And so that's going to be this Friday. We're going to be starting with Zem and Zem 2. They are being picked because the very first article on the museum, the first closer look, was covering those 2 games. And they're a lot of fun, and I think they'd be fun to show off. The world of ZZT Lemmings-inspired games. So that'll be on this Friday, 6 o'clock Pacific. Next Sunday, we'll pick up where we left off here with 24 hours to go. Spin that wheel, see what else is on it. And that'll be that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all had fun, and hope to see you all next time. Later.